2014 was one of the best years in tech. HTC released their HTC One M8, Samsung released their Samsung Galaxy S5, which was the first Samsung flagship to record 4K video, and Apple released iPhone 6 and iPad Air 2. iPad Air 2 was a really good step ahead. First generation iPad Air was already good, but the iPad Air 2 introduced many needed things. It was very thin. In fact, it was one of the thinnest Apple devices until the 2018 iPad Pro. It was also first iPad to introduce Touch ID and tri-core CPU and laminated display. But sadly, it was the first iPad to remove the auto quiet switch on the side of the device. And at the time, it was very powerful and it was really good for doing all the things. But now in 2020, is this tablet still good or at least decent? Let's find out.
Let's start with the obvious, and that is design, build quality and other things. The unibody aluminum construction with Apple logo on the back and camera in the corner still looks fabulous, and 6.1mm of thickness still look absolutely stunning today. It truly stood test of the time. On the bottom you will be greeted by lightning port and pair of mono speakers that sound just fine in my opinion. On the top you're gonna find power button and headphone jack, and on the side you're gonna find microphone and volume rockers. The 9.7 inches 2048 by 1536 screen is absolutely amazing and still looks really good. But despite being a great screen, the only thing that makes it obsolete are those big bezels with home button and FaceTime camera. But the screen itself has amazing picture quality.
With such a great display and build quality, you would think that the newer iPads are pointless, but sadly, the overall performance and specs are holding this machine back. And camera is hurting it a little bit, but who the hell uses the camera on the iPad anyway?
Yes, the specs and camera are definitely the weaker parts of this tablet, but it isn't as bad as you might think. Even though it is running just A8X and 2 gigs of RAM, it can run iOS 14 generally very well. General tasks are smooth and responsive, and all around is just good for casual using. And even though it's not pro machine, it can run larger projects in GarageBand, but keep in mind that running big projects in GarageBand with like 20 plus layers will bring this tablet down to its knees. Because this is the tablet that inspired me to do film stuff, instead of normal camera part with like normal pictures and videos, I want to show you some examples of stop motion that I used to do with my friends or by myself when I was like 12 or 13.
So here's the conclusion. Should you buy iPad Air 2 in 2020? Yes and no. If you are on a really tight budget, I would say yes, but if you have more money to blow, I would highly recommend you to buy the new base iPad or iPad Air if you have that kind of money. But like I said, if you are on tight budget or use iPad just for one task, such as watching TV shows and watching YouTube video and nothing else, don't use it for any types of productivity, I would say it's still kind of worth it. So that's it. Okay, I hope you liked this video. Leave a thumbs up or dislike if you didn't like it. Consider subscribing, and for now, bye.